What's really good? Shofu in this bitch like a femidom. Now today I got a battle against a guy named TheGrimVeztige. Met him on the Small Gun Wi-Fi Battle Finder, but this guy was actually pretty damn good. He gave me a run for my money. As you can see, his team is extremely powerful indeed. He has Lucario hitting hard. He has Dragonite hitting super hard. He has Terrakion hitting super ultra mega hard. And then he has Scizor, so you know what Scizor does. It does his thing, bitch, what's up? Young base god came in with the ballers. And then he got his Rotom, and then he has Tyranitar. His team is just very, very threatening to my team, especially. So, predicting him to lead with his Rotom, I'm actually going to lead with my Rotom. And this is how I win battles before the battles even start. Because he leads with his Rotom, and I lead with my Rotom. If his Rotom outspeeds me, I win. That's just how I see it, because he's gonna Volt Switch out, so therefore I win the battle. Because now I have switch advantage. Yeah, that's the term that they use for that. Yeah, I have switch advantage, meaning that since I went second, I can see what he's gonna go into. He goes into his Terrakion, and then I can pretty much win the battle from here if I just make the correct moves. So. Good game, buddy. I'm just kidding. So he brings out his Terrakion. No, I know for a fact that he doesn't want it to die just yet. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, predicting him to switch back out to his Rotom, predicting the Bullet Punch. So that paid off a lot. I'm really glad I didn't go for Bullet Punch there. I was thinking about it, but I knew that he probably wouldn't want his Terrakion to die second turn of the battle. So I'm going to go back out to my Rotom, and now we're just going to rinse and repeat. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch again as he goes for the Volt Switch again. And like I said, because I go second, I'm always going to have switch advantage, and I'm always going to know the appropriate Pokemon to go into. So I do go for the Volt Switch as he brings in his Dragonite. I'm going to go out to my Landorus because my Landorus has HP Ice. Hopefully I will scare off the Dragonite and he would switch out and I'd go for the U-turn. But here I really did not make a bad move here at all. He does stay in and go for the Extreme Speed, and it is a 2-hit KO. But because it is a 2-hit KO, I know that he's Choice Banded. And because he's Choice Banded, I can go for the Volt Switch, and I can get a I can get some spikes off because I know that he's locked into Extreme Speed. So I'm going to go for the spikes now as he brings in his Rotom. And the spikes are going to help me in the long run for damn sure. I knew that my first priority was to get these spikes up. So I go for one layer of spikes. Obviously, I can't stay in. I'm predicting him to go for the Volt Switch. But he goes for the Trick. Good move on his part. Actually, I'm not really sure if that was a good move or not. I think he was predicting my Latios to come in, which is why he went for the Trick. But now I'm just going to go for the Choice Scarf U-turn. I don't know why I said Choice Scarf U-turn. I was faster anyways. And the... Actually, no, I wasn't faster anyways. Huh. Anyways, I'll go for the U-turn and take out the Rotom. So now he's going to send out his Barney. I'm going to go out to my Tyranitar predicting the Fire Punch, but he makes a good ass fucking prediction and goes for the Outrage. Very, very, very good move on his part. If I stayed in and went for the Bullet Punch, I would have 2-hit KO'd, but there's no way in hell that I would have known that he was going to go straight for the Outrage. I could have predicted it, but it was just too big of a risk for me to stay in, and I lived anyways, so I can switch out to my Skarmory now. And this is going to give me the opportunity to set up more layers of spikes. But, being a smart man that I am going to switch right out to my Scizor, predicting his Tyranitar to come in. Because I know that if I was him, I would go out to my Tyranitar right now. Because I would want to get up some Stealth Rocks. So, because I know he's going to switch out to his Tyranitar, I'm going to switch right out to my Scizor. And I'm going to go for the U-turn, because U-turn is definitely going to kill the Tyranitar from that range after switching into spikes. Definitely, no doubt. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, expecting him to switch out, obviously, because nobody wants to stay in on a Scizor when you have a Tyranitar out. And he does end up switching out, and he switches out to his own Scizor. The Scizor is going to take about, I'd say, 30%. Let me see. I think it's like 25%. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that was about 25-30%. He takes 25-30% from the U-turn here. And then I'm going to go out to my Klepto, which is spelled incorrectly, now that I think about it. But I don't care. So I'm going to go for the spikes and, get up some hazards. Because, like I said, those are going to play huge at the end of this battle. And he's going to go for the superpower. It's not going to do very much at all because I am max defense, max HP. Now, I'm going to go for the Roost because, obviously, I don't want to die. So I'm going to go for the Roost to get my HP back. He's going to switch out. I wasn't worried about going for the Roost, even though the superpower would have became super effective because I'm very bulky indeed. So I'm going to go for the Roost, get my HP back. He switches out to his Dragonite. I know for a fact he's going to go for his Fire Punch now because he has nothing to lose by going for Fire Punch unless, I don't know. Shit. I don't think he has anything to lose by going for Fire Punch, which is why I'm going to switch out and save my Skarmory for later. I'm going to switch out and go to my Tyranitar's Death Fodder, and the Fire Punch doesn't even kill. Shit. But like I said, I went up to my Tyranitar's Death Fodder. Now here he makes a questionable play. I think he predicted my Tyranitar to be Choice Scarf, so he's going to switch out and go to Scizor. But I take advantage of that and just went for the Stealth Rocks just in case he did want to switch out or in case I outsped or something ridiculous. And he actually did end up switching out. He should have went for Fire Punch again. I don't know what he was doing. Now here I meant to switch out and save my Tyranitar for Death Fodder, but he actually went for the Pursuit. Not the best move at all because now I can safely bring in my Scizor and go for the U-turn. So if I was him, I would have just U-turned out. That wasn't smart to me, but I don't know. I did go to my Skarmory though, so maybe he just stayed in because he had nothing else to go to. Anyway, so I'm gonna be able to kill the Dragonite after he switches into the Stealth Rocks and I hit him with a U-turn. And then I'm going to go out to my Landorus because I want to bait him to bring out his Lucario or his Scizor. He ends up bringing out his Lucario. Now I know he's going to go for the Extreme Speed because my Landorus is a huge ass threat to his team right now. So it wouldn't make sense for him to go for the Close Combat, which was the only thing I was thinking about when switching into Skarmory. So he does go for the Extreme Speed. It doesn't do anything. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird just to get some damage right off on that thing. He's going to go for the Swords Dance. Now, he's thinking about making a play right now, but it's not going to work out for him. So I'm going to go for the Brave Bird. It's going to leave him with 2 more hits of Life Orb damage. So he has about 28% HP right now. He has 20% HP, meaning that he's going to be able to get off 2 more hits. So he's going to predict my Latias switching right now and go for the Ice Punch and kill my Rotom, which I switched in as Death Fodder. So that would have been a great move if I had switched in my Latias, but I didn't. Now the only reason he went for the Ice Punch is because he wanted to preserve his Life Orb damage, and he didn't want to go for the Close Combat just in case I switched into my Latias. Now, even though I switched into my Rotom, he only has 1 more hit of Life Orb damage left, so he's going to go for the Extreme Speed, die from the Life Orb as he Extreme Speeds my Scizor. And now my Scizor is ready to sweep Janitor all day in this bitch. Because I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch on his Terrakion, dead. After his Scizor switches in on all these hazards that I have on the floor, his Scizor is going to be dead from a Bullet Punch. And then his last Pokemon, which is Tyranitar, is going to die from a Bullet Punch. Cheer! I really had fun during this battle because it made me think about a lot of stuff. And, yeah. It just made me think. It kept me on my toes, which is all I asked for in a battle. I don't like battles to be too easy. Even though I did win this battle with a score of 4-0, I still find it to be a very good battle because it made me think a lot about the moves I made before I made them, if that makes any sense. So, good game, the TheGrimVeztige. I'm not sure if you have a YouTube channel or not. If you have a YouTube channel, comment and I'll link you. Thank you guys for watching, and deuces. Have a happy Thanksgiving in this bitch.